What's going on, Iron Dogs? Alex from Inner War Strength here. Now, I'm sure that you, as well as I, have walked into the Iron Cathedral on many occasions, into the holy house of heaviness, and gone to the beloved squat rack, only to see it desecrated by some absolute reprobates. You know, a bunch of gym bros. They've got the they've got the squat rack set up with 315 on the bar, or maybe, whatever, 120 kilos, 140 kilos. And they're patting themselves on the back. Oh, yeah, great job, bro. Bro. You totally nailed it, bro. And they're there doing fucking quarter squats. Not even like half squats down to parallel. They're doing quarter squats. Like they're just doing knee bends, really, at this stage, right? And they're huffing and puffing and oh, getting themselves pumped up before they get under the bar. And they get under the bar, and it's just literally no reps, none, none whatsoever. And they're all like, "Oh yeah, great job, bro." Absolutely reprehensible behavior, disrespect, disrespect for the gym, disrespect for the weights, disrespect to the gods of iron. It will not stand. Absolutely not. Next time you see these posers in the gym, make sure you give them an earful, and make sure you show them how to squat to proper depth. Because I tell you, man, these guys, oh, I just I can't even fathom. You can't understand how upset this makes me, right? The complete lack of self awareness and lack of respect. No, 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 no. You have no business being in the squat rack if you're going to squat like that. All right. Because if you're doing half reps, guess what? You're going to get half ass results. All right. And it's not about, just safety, there's all kinds of people who like to say, oh, you need to squat to depth, otherwise it's, bad for your knees. And then there's other people who say, oh, you shouldn't squat to depth because it's bad for your knees. The point is that everyone just wants to say that squatting is bad for your knees, and then, they have an excuse not to squat, even though they are full of complete shit. All right. Squatting is very good for your knees. All right. And it's good for your soul as well. And it's good for your pussy as well. Okay. Now, but yeah, I mean, these guys doing half reps, they are the worst. Okay, they're worse than doing no reps, right? Because at least if you're doing no reps, you're not deluding yourself that you're actually doing proper work. You know that you're not doing anything. All right, these guys doing half reps, just using weights that they can't even handle, and just pretending that they're lifting the weights. No, if you want full results, you do the full range of motion. All right. Drop the weight, drop your ego. All right. Drop the weight and do full reps, ass to grass. Okay. No half reps, none of this above parallel, none of this sissy shit. Okay. And you know what? While you're at it, get rid of that fucking Velcro nylon belt that you've got on. It's not doing shit. All right. You might as well be wearing a G string, bro. All right. And you probably are anyway, if you're doing half squats like that. No, that's pathetic. All right. Drop the weight. All right. Stop trying to show off in front of your buddies and in front of that gym bunny in the pink yoga pants. She doesn't care. All she sees is just some dickhead trying to show off. All right, and doing half reps. Right. You think you're clever. You think you're impressive. No, you're not. All right. So drop the weight and drop down to proper depth. Okay. And it's not just with the squats, of course. You'll see guys doing fucking hammer curls with whatever, like 40-kilo dumbbells, and they're barely raising it above their waist, and like shrugging it and doing all this huffing and puffing. Nah, man, just grab a weight that you can actually handle and do some proper quality reps. None of this half-ass bullshit. All right, quality over quantity every single time. Okay, because you're not going to get anywhere doing half reps. Like I said, if you half-ass it, you'll get half-assed results. Now, do it right or don't do it at all. All right. All right. Anyway, that's enough of that. Go and buy some killer merch from innerwarstrength.co. Join the war against atrophy. Reject half reps and go the full length. Go the full range of motion or not at all. All right. All right. Get the fuck out of here.